The world leader Imu was the real hero of the One Piece world before the actual storyline, and why Imu is going to die. And was Joyboy really the hero of the Void Century, or was he the villain all along? Let's talk all about it in today's video, so be sure to watch this video till the end. I have a very wacky and very awesome theory I'm going to discuss at the very end about Joyboy, about Imu, and why he is in Elbap. So be sure to watch till the end to know all about that. But before we start the main theory part of the video, I would like to request every one of you guys watching to consider liking, sharing and subscribing to our channel Anymotion. This really helps us out. And with the self promotion out of the way, let's get back into the main video. Imu, the world leader of the One Piece world, the commander of the world government and the treasure of Marajua, is here in One Piece. And just wow, his entry was pretty cool, including whole devil ring circles, his aura, and especially his tail. You know, he got a pretty funny tail, like a typical cartoonish devil. So again, that thing was a bit of cartoonish, but it goes pretty well with the theme and story of One Piece. Now, why do I claim that Imu was the hero of the One Piece world before our current story? Because you see, there are a few bases to this claim, and they were we don't know about what really happened in the Void Century. And now, since it is confirmed that Imu is one of the 20 kings who of the world government and not some devilish stuff or some other being, we're thinking that oh, he could be someone else using the name Imu. All those things are out of the water now. It is confirmed that he is Narona Imu, one of the 20 kings. Now we can trace current Imu's lineage to the Void Century because it is again confirmed. So let's talk a bit about the Void Century. Again, we don't know a lot of stuff that happened, but we do know few things, and they were Joyboy was considered to be the first pirate of the One Piece world. Now you can easily say that yes, there were people who sailed during the sea before Joyboy, right? They were sailors, and don't get confused between sailors and pirates. They're two completely different beings. If you are going to ask Google what a pirate of the sea is, it really says that the pirate of the sea is generally a person that is a robber or a predator or a criminal that attacks ships and coastal areas primarily to commit theft and plunder in the act of violence in order to gain influence and wealth at the same time. Now we can argue with each other that again the term pirate was created by the people who were in charge of various powerful institutions at that time. But again, the term pirate doesn't reflect a good person, and pirates are generally not good person. But if you guys look into the story of One Piece, we generally meet the pirates that are usually good, right? We do not meet with the pirates that are really bad. For example, we do meet pirates such as Blackbeard, who is again not a good person, or Captain Kidd. Again, he's kind of in a gray area, whether he is good, whether he is bad, but in general terms, he is not a good person. Captain Kidd is not your typical good pirate like the Straw Hat Crew, for example, or the red-haired pirates. Now, let's keep an open mind and think, why would the world government consider Joyboy to be the first pirate of the world and not anyone else? Literally, there was Davy Jones, right? We know Davy Jones was a person, and whether he was active during the Void Century or not, it is very evident that if he was not from the Void Century and someone even older like Nika, we could also say that, hey, Davy Jones's lineage still runs through the blood of Blackbeard, right? So someone during the Void Century also had the mantle to do that, and yet he is also not considered to be the world's first pirate. It is just Joyboy. Now, before you guys take your guns out and point it towards me saying that, hey, he was the first pirate, but that doesn't mean that he was the only pirate, right? Well, you see, if you read One Piece pretty carefully, there is not a mention of any other pirate or any other actively big pirate, even someone from a Davy Jones lineage level of pirate during the Void Century. It is all implied that the 20 kings took their armor, took their guns and went into war, and the only big name that fought during the Void Century against the 20 king was Joyboy and his crew, right? We got Emmett, and we also got the big daddy elephant boy Sunisha, who is again pretty hard to see what he's been through all those years. My guy is just walking. Now again, another contradictory point, and that is, well, Joyboy had the Nika fruit, right? It is almost confirmed that Joyboy did had the Nika fruit, but again you see there is also another confirmation, and that is the destroyer Nika, right? We do know it from Loki that there are two versions of Nika, the Liberator and the Destructor. So which version was Joyboy? Was Joyboy really the person we all think he is, the good, the funny person, or was he someone that was mad, that became influenced by the power of the sun god and started destroying things? Hell, even his own crew members betrayed him. We know that through Emmet. So was there some sort of connection between him and the destroyer Nika? Well, I think there was, right? And again, coming to the point that his own crew member betrayed him, if we think that Luffy and Joyboy are even similar, their crew trust and their bondage between the crew members should be so huge that they take each other as family members. And if we look at the Straw Hat crew again, they are not going to betray each other at any cost. They are going to follow their captain's order till the end. And a prime example of that is Sanji, right? We did hear Sanji say during Egghead that it is the captain's order, we got to follow it. So again, coming to the point that Joyboy might not be the sugar-coated good boy of the One Piece world. So now, what about Imu, and why was Imu the good boy of the One Piece world? Or during the Void Century he was. Now let's start by connecting all the dots that we made during this video about Joyboy, and let's start talking about Imu, his current timeline, what he's doing in Elbaf, and why he was a good person and why he's going to die, right? We do not clickbait anyone. We are going to talk about all the topics we said during the intro. Now let us just consider this for a moment, that Joyboy might be a evil person or a greyish area person. So with the tech combined of the ancient kingdom, Joyboy is probably unstoppable. For the 20 kingdoms, it was not possible to bring down Joyboy, the destroyer Nika, and the tech advancement of the ancient kingdom. Vegapunk's tank was probably better what we have in Earth. It was nothing in comparison to the ancient kingdom. So again, they were not even close. So what the 20 kings did was unthinkable. They summoned the freaking devil, the ruler of the devil fruits itself, aka the devil of the One Piece world, or I would like to call it the guy who has a very funny tale. Now why am I leaning towards Imu being the devil and not the sea god? Well, you see, first of all, we know one thing, and that is Imu is from the Void Century and it is not humanly possible to live for that long. He is doing something that is not generally done by the people of the One Piece world. So either he's a devil or he's a god, right? And it is the point we talk about Davy Jones, and this is the time where he enters this discussion. Well, I think Davy Jones is actually the god of the sea, or the sea god. You see, during mythologies and every pirate stories, we do know about Davy Jones, and he's generally connected to the sea. So him being the sea god makes more sense than Imu. And again, I do know that if you spell Imu's name backwards, it does mean Umi, and that is also the sea itself. So I think that is a pun used by Oda to throw all of us up, as it would not make sense that the whole identity of Imu was in front of our eyes the whole time, right? It could make sense, but most probably it was something to throw all of us up. And Davy Jones probably is also hidden under the Florence Triangle, or trapped under the Florence Triangle right now, as the sea god. And that is why I think the original Narona Imu was actually a good person, and hell, that man was probably a whole lot in with someone like Lily. My guy just loved Lily a lot, but again, he did not got the girl he wanted, right? It is pretty common occurrence in the real world as well, so nothing shocking about that. And it was because of the devil's influence in Imu that Lily left Imu. I think there was some connection or some love triangle between Imu, Lily and Joyboy, but in the end Joyboy lost. Lily probably went with Imu, but then she saw the devil that they summoned. They just literally slowly but surely taking over Imu. Vivi saw that, and she just knew that she has to do something in order to save the future generation, or make the future generation aware that this devil that they summoned in order to bring down the ancient kingdom is someone that is going to eat up the whole world little by little. And now this brings us to the death of Narona Imu during Elbaf after almost 1,000 years of summoning the devil. Well, you see, it is pretty evident that what Imu is doing and his appearance, his coughing of blood, that Imu is not going to go for much longer in the arc of Elbaf, and this might be it, right? So what happened it is that the devil little by little took over Imu. He probably eliminated a lot of the other kings that went against him or rebelled against him, and now he is on full control over the body of Narona D Imu or Narona Imu. But you see that a body does have its limit. So the body of Narona Imu is dying, not the devil. He is here in Elbaf in order to switch a body. He wants to get a new host. Well, Imu's body could be the best host he ever had, but again, his body was a human body. It is going to decay at one point of the time, and this is what we are seeing right now. And I think that Imu's body is right now decaying a lot. He is not getting a hold of his body. His body is not working like it used to during the Void Century. And switching of the body is not a bad option for the devil, right? Although I think that there is some sort of consciousness left of Imu within the body, and we might just see the real Imu during the fight of Imu versus Loki and Luffy. Again, we're going to see that fight, don't worry about it. But for now in this video, I think that will be it. This video is getting very long and we have to edit and get this video on time because there are a lot of things to talk about within this chapter. So let's talk all about that in the next video. If you guys watched till the end, be sure to like this video, share this video with your fellow One Piece and anime fans, and subscribe to our channel Anymotion. This really helps us out. And with that self promotion out of the way, I'm out. Peace.